Most business owners out there wouldn't be able to tell the difference between good accounting and bad accounting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how expert accounting can actually help double your business's profits. Why should you listen to me? I own a fractional CFO and accounting firm where we're currently servicing over 30 business clients. I also have my master's degree in accounting, and our firm employs multiple CPAs. We work with business owners just like yourself all day, every day. So the problem that we see is many business owners that come to us, they don't have financial statements that are optimized for analysis and decision making. So out of a bunch of the sales calls and clients that we onboard and prospective clients' books that we take a peek into, we often see that these financial statements that they have aren't optimized for analysis and decision making. So you can have financial statements that are good enough to be used for tax purposes that simultaneously aren't useful at all for analysis and business decision making. And I'm going to get into the details about why this is and kind of the difference. So it really comes down to, most often, cost of services. So cost of services refers to the direct costs associated with selling or delivering your product or service. Now, you'd be surprised at how many business owners don't have this broken out on their financial statements at all. And instead, all of these costs are shoved down into operating expenses. So they have no cost of services. They have no idea what their cost of goods sold is. Everything goes to operating expenses. Now, the problem with this is that it makes it extremely difficult to have visibility into your gross profits and your gross profit margin percentage. So what is cost of services exactly? So I'll give you a couple examples. So for like a video agency, for example, cost of services would be, payments to a contractor who edits the videos, payments to a contractor who makes the thumbnails, and maybe the video editing software costs, for example. Now, say in another example, you have a e-com store that's selling shampoo. Your cost of goods in this example would be the cost of the bottle, the cost of the label, the cost of the shipping, the cost of actually making the shampoo. So when we're talking about cost of services, this is any costs that are directly associated with you delivering that service. I'm going to show you some examples on financial statements, good examples and bad examples of this being broken out. So here's a good example. So right here, you have the income coming in, and then you have the cost of goods right here, which for this business, it is a couple of softwares and the Stripe fees. So you have the total cost of goods of $7,000, and this gives us a gross profit of $37,000. Now, this is great because the gross profit isn't the same as the total income. If there was no cost of goods here, this gross profit would be the same as total income. But because we have cost of goods broken out here, we're actually able to see the gross profit as well as the net income and the total income. And this is great because now we can see the gross profit margin percentage, the net profit percentage, and the total revenue. And because it's being measured, that means that we can improve upon it. Now, here's a not so good example. Right here, we have total income, $28,000, and then boom, gross profit, $28,000. It's the exact same number. We don't have a true gross profit. We don't have a true numbers on the cost of services or the cost of goods sold here. And everything is getting piled into the operating expenses down here. So this is a not so good example. Now, this example, like I mentioned earlier, this is fine for tax purposes. You can still create a tax return out of this. It'll be just fine. But as far as making business decisions and analyzing your financial statements, this is not optimal because you're unable to see your gross profit margin. So again, right here, gross profit margin 100%. That isn't true. Like their gross profit margin is not 100%. So that's a not so good example. And I want you to realize increasing your gross profit margin directly increases your net profit margin. That's a big thing. So, when we're talking about profitability, there's three ways you can increase your profitability. You can increase profitable sales, you can decrease your cost of services, or you can reduce operating expenses. So what we're talking about right here is decreasing your cost of services. So in this example, if we were able to get this number of total cost of goods sold, if we were able to get this number to go down, that would make gross profits go up, which directly makes net income go up. See what I'm saying? But if you don't have, these costs of goods broken out so you can see your gross profit, then it's pretty tough to improve upon it, right? Like I said, increasing your gross profit margin directly increases your net profit margin. I have it put in there twice because that's the point I'm trying to get across. So in this example, you have a 50% gross profit margin and a 20% net profit margin. So say you were able to increase your gross profit from 50% to 70%, it's only 20%, but that's increasing your net profit from 20% to 40%, which is actually doubling your profitability in that example. Now, this can be especially powerful in a low margin industry like e-commerce, for example. So in e-com, just for example, say you had a 50% gross profit margin and you were able to increase just 10%, get it from 50 to 60. Let's say your net profit was only 10%. Now you're taking it from 10% to 20%. Now that 10% increase doesn't seem like a lot when you're talking gross profit, but that 10% increase is actually doubling your net profits. That is how having expert accounting and having your books properly formatted and going the right way can unlock some more analysis and some insights so that you can improve these things and increase those net profit margins. So if you don't currently have your cost of goods broken out, your cost of services broken out, and you would like this done for you so you can get more insight into your gross profit margin, so you can improve it and make more net profit, feel free to go to our website or message me directly. We'll also have the link to this gamma and to our website in the description of this YouTube video. And thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Go make some money.